So you all wake up, you all have a good breakfast. The 1, 2, 3, 4 of you meet up at the city gate, which I'll move you all there. And Piaro is over by the farms.
Well, we have to get an answer from his boss, and Piaro is the one being difficult, not the boss.
Really, how so?
Piaro hasn't asked his boss how much it would cost and if they're willing to do it.
He just keeps making up answers for himself.
Yes.
Well, don't need him. Just walk into the farm, go find the boss and ask directly. Piaro is becoming less and less trustworthy and reputable the more he does this shit.
Can I talk with the farm owner, and ask if they have a wagon they would be willing to rent me?
Sure, go ahead. Let me introduce you to him.
Okay, so the 4 of you come up on the farm. You see Piaro working in this plot here. Maya, if you come up to him first, and you explain your need for a banded wagon so that you can escort supplies and possibly whatever findings you get on the way back, and we're hoping that he could help. Piaro, you go and find your farming boss, who I believe you named Steve.
You name him Steve.
I did not name him Steve, you named him Steve. However, now his name's Fred. Go find Fred, and he comes back. And he says, now what's this about you wanting to take some of my farming equipment? He says to you, Mavis.
No, not take. I wanted to ask if you'd be willing to rent me a wagon.
He says, and how long would you be renting this wagon? And how do I know you're not just going to take off with the wagon and never bring it back?
I could leave some collateral with you.
Alright, now we're talking.
Can I leave this rough diamond with you? It's worth 500 gold pieces.
He goes, I've been swindled by gems too many times. Only hard cold coins. Gold or platinum. That's it.
Okay, how much gold?
How big a wagon you want?
Enough to carry, let me see. One driver and 4 passengers.
So you've been eating a horse?
No, we have our own horse. Big horse.
That's Samson.
He goes, God damn, that's a big horse. Alright.
Yeah, he is.
And it has to be a sturdy wagon, okay? Doesn't have to be fancy, just very sturdy.
Not fancy, but sturdy. Able to fit this big-ass guy. Let's see here.
I mean, I
might have something. We'll say 500 to rent, 500 in collateral. You'll get 500 back when you bring the wagon in good shape. You only get 250 back if it's damaged. You get nothing back if it's totaled.
How much do you have on you, Flynn?
Got 664.
Would you take the 500 coins and the diamond as collateral?
No gems. I've been swindled too many times.
I have some gold. I can give up like 300 maybe.
How about 500 for the rental and then 300 collateral?
Roll of persuasion.
Wouldn't it need 2 horses to not?
Samson is 2 horses.
Samson is massive.
No, I'm not saying he can't do it, but I'm saying to even out left and right side. So it's not
There are single horse wagons.
Yeah.
I know there are, but
Samson is 2 horses wide.
okay, well if he's 2 horses wide,
No,
then
it's not.
It's not
It's just a single horse wagon. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
It was on 15 and then slowly rolled to 7.
Single horse wagons are not uncommon on farms, especially for draft horses.
I just thought that like single horse wagons were only for like those 1 or 2 people carriages.
It all depends on the breed of horse, how the carriage is built.
You care about the weirdest things there, Farmer Joe.
Hey, you gotta make it realistic.
It's D&D.
Uh-huh.
We don't care about realistic.
Yeah, we do.
No, we
What, do we
don't.
not have 500 gold between us?
He has 500. You have
He,
400.
He says, no deal.
All right.
1 platinum altogether.
Alright.
Take it or leave it.
Just give the man the gold. He's Veneer says, taking out 400 gold. Who else is gonna provide the other 100?
I'm broke.
I got 600 total. Now, like, gold's gonna help me in the dungeon, so yeah.
Yeah. The reason I'm adamant about this is because the traveling between there and back is going to be fast and comfortable, you know?
Yeah.
No slowing down, and it can also help us carry stuff back, potentially.
I'll cover the permanent 500.
He goes, finally, now we can move on. He takes all the gold, and he's like, right around back here, and he leads you to, banded wagon, exactly what you asked for. It'll probably hold about 3 people, and 3 people in the back, 1 driver in the front, and that's, making it tight. He's like, this is the best I can do. If you only got 1 horse, if you want bigger, you'll have to rent another horse from me and get a bigger wagon. But something tells me you can't afford it. Anyway, make sure you bring that back. Try not to damage it. And then he gets back to work. And he goes, and you, don't think I didn't notice you slacked off yesterday. You better put in some overtime. And he points at you, PRO, and he goes back to work.
Yeah, I go back to farming while these guys decide on who's riding.
Well, I think
Person.
Well, it's gotta be Flynn driving.
Yeah.
Flynn's gonna be in the front.
Actually, know how to
Yes, Flynn's gonna be in the front. Gloria's gonna be riding inside. I think Veneer should be riding, and Piaro should also be inside. I can take my broom.
I'm very thankful to be out of the sun.
Yeah. I can also like keep an eye on the roads and scout as well, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So you all set off. Let's see.
Adventure!
Will we have a safe journey?
You set off west to the border of the Duchy of Jeff.
Joff.
I heard Jeff's an asshole.
Everyone's an asshole in my campaigns, according to you guys. Is there anybody you guys like?
I like them all.
Gari.
I tried to look at the farmer's like the way he was talking in a more like comedic light, and I thought I was funny, so I didn't say anything.
Ruyi liked Flynn. That was about it.
Hi.
And Gertie, actually. She probably liked Gertie.
I liked the Gem Sisters, and I liked the gnome, and I liked the elf girl.
Smithy was cool.
I think liked was a understatement when it comes to the elf girl.
Alright, so you adventure west for quite some time. It takes about half a day's journey. And it's it's uneventful, no trouble along the way. Then before you is a low flat-topped hill, about 200 yards wide, 300 yards long, about 60 feet high. Only ugly weeds, thorns, and briars grow upon the steep sides and bald top of the mound. There are black rocks upon the top of the hill, and viewed from above, the mound will be seen as a whole to be shaped like a human skull. so you can only assume that this is what the scout was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Doing
Salt
perception
note.
check.
Yes.
Salt notes. This matches up with what I was told.
Go ahead and roll.
Before Piara was gonna roll, I was gonna ask to roll for a perception check to find like a clearing that would be kind of like hidden where we could set up camp.
So, Mavis, go ahead and roll your own perception. Piaro, you notice that the north side of the hill has a crumbling cliff of sand and gravel, about 20 feet high.
Does it look like people have been walking that direction?
No.
Like a path?
No, but it seems to be the only part of the mound that's like eroding away.
Hmm.
From a distance, there's like a bunch of shrubs and bushes obscuring it, but there's a low Stonehenge that overhangs the eroded area, and it just looks a little intriguing to you. I don't know, do with that what you will. Mavis, you do find a clearing about 5 minutes away from the mound, the skull mound, we'll say, and it's a nice little clearing. You could probably set up tents, bedrolls, and a campfire.
And it's somewhat hidden.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I'll like fly over to Flynn and let him know. Hey, we should head this way and set up camp over there. We could just say we set up camp 5 minutes away, right? Like.
I mean, yeah, it'll take some time, but yeah, I mean, you can take the time to set up camp.
I'm gonna go scout around the surroundings.
Yeah,
do a perimeter
I
check.
think that's actually a good idea. I was going to suggest, should we send some of the party to go scout? Maybe like the entrance, not too far deep in, and maybe the surrounding. Veneer, why don't you help me set up camp? And Piaro, Flynn, do you want to go with Piaro, see if you guys can scout?
It's a shame that we're trying to be so stealthy, Veneer says, but agrees to help set up the tent and everything else.
Well, if we don't have to set up camp, we could just go in if you guys want.
We should probably just go in.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Let's just go then.
Let's go for it.
Just make sure Samson and the wagon are taken care of.
So I'll need someone to roll an investigation check, whoever's investigating near the skull mound.
Yep.
So Flynn and Mai, you start probing around at the north end, and you notice that the gravel is very loose. And Maya, you take your quarterstaff and you stick it down into the gravel, and you keep pushing through the loose gravel. And right as your hand is about to go into the gravel, you feel your staff like give way, and that there's an air pocket about your staff's length through the gravel. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the ground is very loose, like, and then like under that is like an open pocket of space.
Correct.
That makes walking around here real dangerous. Let's
Yeah.
get off this mound. There's gotta be a proper entrance around here somewhere. Maybe it's buried under all this
Are we
shit.
sure that wasn't the entrance?
It could have been covered up.
I say we should dig a bit in that location, see if anything pops up.
I mean, if
Alright.
there's some sort of concussive force, it should just give out.
Would a survival check help me find the entrance?
You can try.
Okay. I wanna touch myself to give myself a bonus +4, thanks to guidance.
You can tell that wherever the entrance is, it has been covered up long ago, so that it definitely will require some amount of digging if you want to get inside of this
Okay.
dungeon.
So we still don't know where it is?
Can't pinpoint exactly where the entrance is. He just knows that it's either to the north, or I'll say, okay, so you're looking at the mound, right, from the front.
I'm
And
still seeing the town.
Yeah.
Me
what do
too.
you mean? Oh no, okay. I don't actually have a map for this, but I
Oh,
guess I
okay.
can make one.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
No, that's fine.
Where
Go
is
ahead.
this one?
You can just draw like a skull.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, so if we still don't know
Oh.
where the
My suggestion was I was
Wait.
just gonna like blast the dirt
Wait,
Okay, do that.
with a cantrip.
my said it looks like a skull. Which end is the top end of the skull?
I'm gonna try to draw it. I'm beautiful artiste.
Like where we are.
Okay.
Does it actually have the crossbones?
Yeah, but it's made like it's arranged in stones. Okay, so everybody should be able to move everybody. I need to fix Gloria because she wasn't here. There you go. All right, so you can tell that there is. This is where Maeve and Flynn were investigating, where they found one pocket. Piaro, you can tell that there's possibly another entrance here or another entrance over here.
I'm gonna go take a closer look on the right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna go to the freaking X
Okay.
where. So is it like one big? Is it like a pair of big rocks or like a whole?
Well, so you would
bunch
have to climb up. So like this is gravel, and then that green is like a
yeah.
cliff face, and then
Oh.
up on the cliff face is this arranged thing. I know
So-
it's.
Yeah.
we still don't know where the entrance is?
We know possible entrance. You gotta dig.
I hear that there's a possible entrance here, so I will actually see if I see anything that looks off about the ground. And if there is, I wish to dig there. Can I do some kind of check to see if anything looks different about the surface area here?
Go ahead.
I just keep trying to ask if I can get Bagheera to use Keen Sense.
Ooh.
It's a good idea.
The force is yours.
If you guys have no other thing, I could just blast a hole over here.
Just do it.
If I just send Jim to go look in there.
Just to make sure we're not gonna blast our way into like a trap or something.
True.
I was gonna find some soft patch somewhere that looks suspicious and put a stick of dynamite in there. And that works too.
Well, I mean, where I am is literally a soft patch of dirt, and there's a pocket under it.
And then do it. Blast away.
What? Yeah, blast our spot. And
Okay.
Holly can do keen sense at her spot.
I don't have a spot. If you have a
Now,
spot,
pick one
go.
quick.
If you have a spot, go. Do your thing.
Okay. When Shay's ready, I want to cast a fireball at the center of where the loose dirt is, but it's gonna be using my spellbook to change it to force magic, so a force bolt.
Okay. Roll the damage.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, you point your you point to the center of where you stuck your staff in, and then just as gravel just goes flying everywhere. I see Flynn backed up. Okay, good.
I use my reaction for shield. No, I don't, because that's gonna take up a spell. I'll just get dirty. Fuck it.
So it clears a good chunk of it, but you're still not all the way through.
You see anything at the other side?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an investigation check on the right side.
Okay.
Let's see.
So yeah, it's the information hasn't changed. You just think there's a possible entrance here.
I'll try again. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Damn it.
That one was a little weaker. It clears away some of the gravel, but the hole is definitely not as big. And you can see some of the gravel starting to suck downward and spill into the pocket. Like the loose gravel is now starting to funnel downwards to a point and fill into this space, so you're close.
It's a cantrip, so I don't have a limit to them. Should I go again?
How'd you get your dice to do that? That's fucking cool.
Eldritch Blast.
Gloria then just
Oh!
comes over and points, and there is a massive hole where the gravel was, and it just caves in, and you see a corridor made of plain stone, roughly worked, dark and full of cobwebs. The ceiling overhead is obscured by hanging strands of webbing.
Maya looks over at Gloria like, damn, girl, okay.
Let's
I
go.
look at her too with a perception check.
I hide my face with my sleeve and take a step back so everyone can go ahead.
I just saw her do something not very frail ladylike.
Flynn, when he sees this,
Can we just go in, guys? Or
yeah, that was awesome. Is
Alright,
El?
You see a very elegant high elf lady hiding her face behind the sleeve of her gown and allowing everyone else to go in front of you.
Is Eldritch Blast an easily recognized spell, even to the layman? Like if someone casts it, is it like fucking green and fire and shit?
Let's read.
And
Yeah,
technically, that was Agonizing Blast, by the way. Sorry.
Agonizing blast.
Damn, I thought the.
Oh, so it's just an Eldritch Blast with your charisma modifier.
Cool.
But yeah, it does say a beam of crackling energy streaks towards a creature or object within range.
That's
And
awesome.
so yeah, you just
Looks like the dark force to me.
right, because you're batting 1,000 there, buddy.
Damn, never seen a warlock before. Holy shit. Kind of scary. I dig it. Let's head up. Let's hop in.
Let's check this place out.